In the world of assassins, there's a code, a network, a system so perfect that no one person controls it, yet everyone trusts it completely. But here's the thing. What if John Wick disappeared tomorrow? What if he vanished without a trace? Would his reputation disappear with him? Or would his legend live forever, written in stone, impossible to erase? Let me ask you something. Have you ever tried to explain blockchain to someone and they looked at you like you were speaking a dead language? It's a distributed ledger. It's decentralized. It uses consensus mechanisms. Yeah, boring. Wrong way to explain it. But what if I told you that the Syndicate, the network of assassins in the John Wick universe, is actually a perfect blockchain? And once you understand how it works, you'll understand cryptocurrency, NFTs, smart contracts, and why blockchain is the biggest technological revolution since the internet. Buckle up. We're about to decode the Boogeyman's ledger. Imagine the Syndicate worked the old way, the wrong way. John Wick wants a contract. He goes to one person, the Syndicate boss. He verifies it, he announces it, he confirms the completion. He controls everything. Seems efficient, right? One person in charge, one source of truth. But here's the problem. What if the boss is corrupt? What if the boss lies about the contract? What if he denies John ever completed it? What if he says John failed when he actually succeeded? John Wick has no proof. The boss controls the only ledger. The boss controls the story. John Wick's reputation is destroyed because one person decided to erase him. This is the problem with centralized systems. One person controls the truth, and if that person is corrupt, everyone loses. But the Syndicate doesn't work that way. Not in the John Wick universe. When John Wick accepts a contract, it's not sent to one boss. It's broadcasted to everyone in the Syndicate at the exact same time. Every assassin, every broker, every member of the Syndicate sees it, not from a single source, but from the entire network. Now, here's where it gets genius. What if the boss tries to lie? What if he tries to deny the contract ever happened? He can't. Because 500 other assassins have the exact same record on their phones. He'd have to hack 500 phones simultaneously. And the moment he changes even one letter, everyone notices. Because they're all checking. The system catches the lie instantly. The ledger is protected not by one person's honesty, but by the entire network's vigilance. This is called consensus. So let's break down what happens when John Wick accepts a contract. This is where blockchain actually starts. Step 1, the request. Someone wants a target eliminated, or an item retrieved. They come to the Continental with payment and a detailed request. Step 2, John Wick reviews the contract. He decides yes or no. In blockchain terms, this is validation. Someone has to verify that the transaction is real. Step 3. The moment John accepts, the contract is locked in. It's broadcast to the entire Syndicate network. Every phone buzzes. Every member sees the same thing. This broadcast is called a block. It's a record of what happened. It's added to the permanent ledger, and it can never be undone. Now here's where it gets interesting. How does John Wick actually kill the target? Does he use a gun? A knife? Does he walk in the front door or sneak through the basement? Nobody knows. That's his secret. In blockchain terms, this is called his private key. The execution method is encrypted. It's his alone. No one in the Syndicate knows how he did it. And that's perfect, because he doesn't need to tell them how. He only needs to prove that he did it. The target is dead. That's undeniable proof. The ledger updates across the entire network. Now let's go back to the original question. What if John Wick disappears? Everyone wonders, where is he? Is he dead? Will his legend die with him? But here's what happens. An assassin pulls out her phone. She opens the Syndicate ledger, and she sees all of John Wick's complete history, every contract, every target, every completed mission. All of it is recorded, permanently, in the distributed ledger. No one can erase it. No one can change it. The Syndicate boss can't delete it. A hacker can't erase it. Not because it's protected by passwords, but because it's protected by consensus. There isn't one copy of the ledger. There are thousands. One in every Syndicate member's phone. One in every broker's office. One in every Continental around the world. To erase John Wick, you'd have to erase him from thousands of phones simultaneously. Impossible. His legend is immortal. Not because he's physically alive, but because the ledger says he is. And the ledger cannot lie. This is the power of blockchain. It's not about technology, it's about truth that survives when people disappear.
In the next episode, we'll explore what happens when the entire syndicate is connected. When no single person controls the network. When trust is built into the system itself, not into any individual. You're watching the Boogeyman's Ledger.